the Truth, Money, and Freedom podcast.
Welcome to Truth, Money, and Freedom. Today is Thursday, May 6th, 2021. Hey gang, we had a live stream this morning, and like you showed some of the results of that. This is for the Second Amendment Preservation Act in the state of Missouri, by the way. This will be a quick video with a quick call to action. The public hearing was held. This was in regards to the Second Amendment Preservation Act, Bill HB85, which is the House version of the Second Amendment Preservation Act, once again already vetted and already perfected. And so that had a public hearing, came out of Senator Huff's committee, and which is Government Accountability and Fiscal Oversight. Oddly enough, he wasn't there this morning. So therefore, the crab cake theory could actually be accurate. Those of you who watch the live streams, you guys will know what we're talking about. So the public hearing was held. Executive session was held. It was voted do pass and reported do pass. What that means, gang, is this is now out of committee, and it's in a pool of a bunch of bills that are waiting for calendar dates. Well, as most of you know, next Friday, the 15th of May, 2021, is the last day of the year for the legislative season for the state of Missouri to deal with new bills. So we have to get this rolling. So basically, here's the call to action. You'll see in the description section down below, Caleb Rowden and Dave Schatz. Both of them need a call from you, need a little bit of love. Nice phone calls, and asking them to get that on the calendar on Monday. And they should be able to do it Monday or Tuesday. So it's a very popular bill. Remember now, if we go back to this bill, and if you want to show them or tell them why, just look at the list of co-sponsors on this House bill. It's huge, just like last year. It's the same thing, gang. So what we're asking them to do is take this very popular bill and throw it on the calendar to go into the Senate for some light debate, if possible, but mainly for passage. So we can send it back down to the House because there was a slight modification to the bill having to do with a chilling effect of taxes. And so the House can reapprove it or re-vote on it and vote yes on it and send it to the governor's desk. These are the two people that need to be called, and we need to call them up today and tomorrow, and that's Caleb Rowden and Dave Schatz. Both of them are responsible for, in other words, Dave Schatz now has control of the bill. He needs to give it to Rowden in order to put it on the calendar, and once again for early next week. So those are the two guys. I'll have their information down below in the description section so you can give them a call. But also, taking a couple of more minutes of your time, I was going to point out something here that Ron brought to my attention. This has to do with a different bill here in Missouri. And I try not to ask you guys to get too involved with all the different bills we have going on here. But this one's kind of important. This is Senate Bill 63. It's already gone through the Senate. It's now in the House, and it's been resurrected by somebody because it looked like it was dead. And what this is without going, in fact, I could spend a lot of time on this because I know about this bill, but it's a PDMP bill. And what it would basically do is prevent people from being able to buy firearms with the new HIPAA regulations. So the bill by itself says this: no patient dispensation information can be provided to local, state, or federal law enforcement or prosecutorial officials, both in state and out of state, or any regulatory board, professional or otherwise, for any purposes other than those explicitly set forth in HIPAA and any regulations promulgated thereafter. No dispensation information submitted under this section shall be used by any local, state, or federal authority to prevent an individual from owning or obtaining a firearm. But you see in red here it says other than those explicitly set forth in HIPAA. And they keep changing, and by the way, I'll leave a link down below. For those of you who are interested, this is not SAPA. This is kind of like a red flag law they're trying to get passed here in Missouri. But if you look at this, basically you'll find out that HIPAA rules do allow for putting certain information into the NCIC database, which is the federally controlled database, what medications you're taking. And then that goes into NCIS or NICS. And then that basically is the part of the background check that's done when you purchase a new firearm. So therefore, this is something that we want stopped. And once again, for those of you who don't want, a lot of stuff shoved at you, I get it. Second Amendment Preservation Act is primary for me, absolutely primary. This is a very close secondary. And if you do want to do this, because you are calling senators already, remember now, we got to call up Caleb Rowden and Dave Schatz, those two senators. But also, too, if you choose, please call your representative and ask them to vote no on SB 63, which is the PDMP bill, which would put prescription information into NCIC or NCIS. And then that would be part of the criminal background check for purchasing a firearm. So, at any rate, that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, I want you all to remember, basically we're still into finance. We're still into gold and silver and everything. It's just I'm concentrating very heavily on getting this done in the state of Missouri. There's 17 others, actually technically, if you take Missouri, Montana, and Arizona out, there's 14 other states trying to get this done right now. So we certainly want to support our brothers and sisters that actually do want their Second Amendment rights actually preserved by their states, because the federal government is trying to take them away. And some people may say that's hyperbolic. That is not a hyperbolic statement. It's pretty plain when you read the language of the bills in the federal government. So we're trying to prevent that from happening here in Missouri. All states should be doing this. And I've just been documenting and asking for support along the way for a grassroots movement from the people of Missouri. We will get back to the videos that many of you have come to love. Analysis of silver, gold, the markets, the bond markets. And then also M. Gabriel recently said we need to talk about inflation. And you are absolutely correct. We have to talk about inflation. We have a lot to say on that matter. But at any rate, that's it for today's video, gang. I need to make this short. Thank you all for watching. Please do make the phone calls if you're in the state of Missouri. If you're outside the state of Missouri and you want to make the phone calls, I can't stop you. So if you wanted to, kind of dabble in, Missouri politics a little bit, what can you do, right? Okay, gang, you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you all for everything you've done so far, by the way. Those of you sending out emails, making phone calls, visiting Jeff City, sending handwritten letters, thank you so much. You guys are making this happen. Thanks again, gang. God bless each and every one of you. See you next time.